still kind of hitting, like right there, up here, a little bit on there, so I'm going to make sure to grind those lips a little further than the rest. And just cut this guy out just a smidge. Sand this down now, and then yeah, we'll get to welding. Okay, so the wire wheel was not strong enough to get the coating of this stuff off, so I'm going to switch back to the flap disc, but just go easy. Extremely unfortunately, I ran out of wire. So, another fucking Harbor Freight trip.
Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Back in business, got a big old 11-pound spool. I was actually very surprised that my machine could run those. It's very good to see Harbor Freight parking lot sale. Amazing stuff. Anyway, yeah. Got the material, so we'll just get back to this. Also, I did realize a bit of a fuck up. I didn't take the ball joint out of this arm, but it came out really easily when I did it the first time I put in the control arm, so I'm hoping that same thing, like even though the tool I used won't fit in there, I'll just like sledgehammer it out or something like that, so should be fine. But let's get back to this. That was a good reminder to wear this, because a whole lot of smoke I didn't even realize, but yeah, not good for your lungs. Wear these. I forgot, I was stupid, but learn from my mistakes. Also, don't burp in this. Holy fuck. Terrible. That's sick. I can't believe this was a fucking bushing project. Yep. Literally just $20 in bushing, and now my fucking knuckles are on a table getting reinforced.
New knuckles, new wheel bearings, new steering rack.
Oh my god.
Hey, the more you know. Steering rack bushings cost $1,500. That's crazy. No, babe, it's just a specific part on the 4Runner. It tends to cost like $1 grand to $1.5 grand.
This could have been almost $3 grand too if I did the uniballs for the lower. So both arms are almost done. I don't know if these are a Washington specific thing, but these chips right here, fucking amazing. Oh my god, if you find them, get some. Nice. That's sick. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, that, but I didn't, so oops. What I did was I got the set of vice grips, just grabbed the top of the ball joint, took an angle grinder, cut around the top, so then it was just this cup. I also took out the snap ring with a set of snap ring pliers and punches, as I may have filmed, I don't know. Anyway, once you cut this off, once you take the ring out, you can just whap it with a hammer, pops right out, super easy. Which is what you need to do whenever you do the uniball conversion for upper control arms, which you should do if you have a forerunner.
Where you start, figure up here? Figure up here. Where you start? Yeah. I see. Do you want the light?
You sit here at the that's fucking insane. Just listen to it.
I have a crazy sunspot in my eye. I really need to figure out the helmet settings. So all the welding is done. As you can see, this one has been masked off and primered with some self-etching primer. Then I'm going to hit it with some truck bed liner. Make it nice and tough. First thing I do is just you just lay a couple strips over where the bearing goes. Then you get a soft hammer, like a step blow or a rubber mallet, and then you basically just, what this does is it basically just makes a crease, so it's a lot easier. Oh fuck. I'm trying to show the viewers. Okay, there we go. If you have places where bolts are going to go, just put an earplug through. And you don't have to bother with any kind of casting, just done. Okay, so I was actually doing it wrong. Ooh. This, if I hit it harder with the hammer, then it just peels off like that, super easy. So you just gotta hit it a little harder. Everything's painted, so I think what I'll do in the meantime is I can start working on getting the new rack and the lines set up. There's so much to do. Yeah, before I go any further, I'm just gonna say, like, this is purely for entertainment, so don't follow what I do. I'm just some dumb guy that watches YouTube videos and thinks that he can do things, and I make them happen most of the time. But if you want to actually learn how to do this like the proper way, there's many other people that have done it way better, like Timmy the Toolman, for instance. Amazing resource. If you're doing forerunner stuff, Timmy the Toolman is the best guy to watch. But this is entertainment, so we're gonna get into that. In order to get the knuckle out with all of this stuff on, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Timmy does a better job, but I don't have the same setup that he does. Like, I literally just have scraps of metal and things like that, so I had to kind of improvise. I cut the brake shield off first, found out all of the studs from the hub. It's super easy, you just take a sledgehammer to the studs and they come out, it's fine. Because the hub has this lip that sits beyond where the bearing is and all of that stuff and where the knuckle is, it's kind of hard to get, like, raise up the knuckle enough and then have strong enough points for it to sit on and, you know, be able to push all of the force through the hub to get it out. So what I did was I cut the edges of the hub off, so like here and here, basically getting me a straight shot at the knuckle. Then I was able to put it in there, jerry-rig a bunch of random bits of scrap and whatnot, and I was able to press it out. And then I did the same with the bearing and all that stuff, so that all went well. But now that I have that system, I figured it'd be funny to film it and, you know, show you guys how I'm doing this in the probably one of the worst ways possible, but it's funny, so. Look at that! It's like mostly intact still. That's crazy. Anyway. Whoopsies. So here's the horrifying setup after cutting the hubs. You notice how I can fit the hub in between these two blocks, stack of blocks. The corners of the knuckles sit good and strong on there, so yeah, we're just gonna get after it and see what happens. And of course I'm gonna have it on camera because it's funny. Okay, that took fucking forever. And I think press is a little blown out. It looks like it. I'll take some measurements and see. Okay, let's see. We got chicken tenders, we got some dumplings, we got bread. Oh yeah.
Bye, have a beautiful time.